Join me as I dive deep into my own feelings and share what I learned about myself after previous breakups. Because let's be honest, going through a breakup can be one of the toughest things that you experience in your life, but it's also a unique opportunity of self-discovery, learning how to hold yourself accountable. And it's not enough to just move on. We need to learn from these experiences. We need to own our patterns so that we don't repeat them in the future. And heartbreak is going to hurt, and it should, but it should not be wasted. So let's turn your heartbreak into your glow up. Welcome back to Empower Her Pages. I'm Carrie, and if you are ready to rebuild your self-worth and heal for real and grow confidence without needing to be perfect, then you are in the right place. And if you are returning, thank you for being here. And remember that we're healing real and out loud here. I have to say, going through a breakup or previous breakups was one of the most disorienting, crazy times in my life. It forced me to sit with myself and reflect on my choices, my patterns, my feelings after a breakup. You're kind of thrown into this phase of intense self-reflection, trying to make sense of everything that happened and just trying to figure out who you are outside of that relationship. That emotional turmoil can cause confusion and just craziness. And I remember feeling sadness, anger, relief all at the same time. It was like my world would just flip upside down. Some days were better than others, but uncertainty was always there. It felt like I was just walking through a fog on autopilot, not knowing what was ahead and how the hell to get out of it. So if you've ever felt lost after a breakup or just unsure about your future, wondering who you are even without them, you're not alone, because we've all been there. I remember questioning my entire identity. I felt like I was grieving the loss of a relationship while also just trying to find myself. And that confusion, it's normal. It took me a long time to understand that it was okay to feel that way. I had to learn to be patient with myself, gentle with myself, and to allow myself to actually just process all my emotions. And healing isn't linear. It's going to be messy, and that's okay. So if you are here for this level of real talk, I need you to hit that like button, because it definitely tells YouTube that this content is worth sharing. And I need you to drop a comment and let me know if you are ready to audit your breakups, because we starting something fresh and new here today, sis. I realized that breakups are data. Painful, messy, and honest data about your needs, triggers, and your boundaries and your wounds. But only if you are brave enough to look at them. Otherwise, you're just doomed to repeat them, sis. And keep in mind that closure is not something that they give you, it's something that you give yourself when you get honest with yourself. And this isn't about blaming yourself either for being hurt or shaming your choices. It's about radical self-awareness, because self-awareness is self-love in action. And I'll be real with you. The confusion after my breakups, it was overwhelming all the time. I felt like I was grieving not just the relationship, but the version of myself in those relationships who existed at the time. I was also just ashamed and embarrassed and tired of relationships not working out. It forced me to see things that I didn't want to see, patterns that I ignored, behaviors I didn't even realize that I had. And honestly, it was a wake-up call that I couldn't hit the snooze button on, and I needed it. So here's how I started to audit my breakup, my last breakup. These were the questions that, I had to ask myself. So grab your journal and just sit with these right now. Number 1, what did I learn about my needs? What was missing? What did I crave that I ignored? What boundaries did I fail to enforce? Were there are things that I let slide because I didn't want to lose this person? And 3, what patterns did I repeat? Was this just another emotionally unavailable person, another fixer-upper, another relationship where I completely lost myself in? And 4, what did I ignore? the red flags, the gut feelings, the voices in my head that said this was not it. And 5, how did I show up that I wanted to change? Was I being a people pleaser? Was I always avoiding conflict? Was I making myself small? Was I over functioning? And keep in mind that your ex is not your curriculum. Your patterns are. This isn't about punishing yourself. It's about freeing yourself, because you can't heal what you refuse to see. This is how you start to hold yourself accountable. And as I navigated all of this, I started to see my own unhealthy habits, the ways I kept recreating the same damn dynamic. It was so painful, but also empowering, because once I saw it, I knew I could change it. Awareness is your superpower. You can't choose different until you see what you have been choosing. And if you are wondering what I learned, because I can tell you right now about myself, here are the 3 lessons that I had to face. 1, I wasn't listening. I was so focused on being heard and being right and trying to fix things that I didn't always hear what my partner had to say. And the second thing was that I was talking to everyone but my partner. I'd vent to my friends and complain to my family and look online for advice from strangers instead of actually discussing the things that were happening with the person I was in a relationship with. And third, I had to admit that I didn't know when to walk away. I held on too long. I tried to prove that I was worthy of a relationship or worthy of something, or that I could just fix it. So I would stay past the expiration date, thinking that I could love them into changing. Sometimes healing isn't holding on tighter. It's knowing when to let go. Doing this audit hurt, but it also set me free. Free to want more, free to expect more, and free to be more. So if you are ready for that, do this audit. Because when you start to do this audit, you stop moving your baggage to somebody new. You stop repeating the same heartbreak with different faces. You start to build awareness. You learn to choose better. You become unavailable for anything less than what truly feeds your soul. Your heartbreak isn't your identity. It's your invitation. And if you are ready to stop repeating old patterns and actually heal and audit your breakups, to choose you, to be brave enough to see it all, because self-awareness is the gateway to self-love, I need you to hit that like button and subscribe for more real talk about self-worth, healing, and choosing yourself. And also, please let me know if you would like more relationship-related content like this, so that way I can know what I need, what my audience likes, and what they need to hear and what they want to see. And check the description for resources that can help you on this journey. You deserve better, sis. And I will see you in the next one.